Hi, welcome to Rising Vibration. Thank you for joining me. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like button because when you do, it helps other people find the videos. YouTube has an algorithm that causes this to happen. If this is your first time here, thank you for finding my channel. And if you're joining me back again, thank you for your support. And thank you for hanging in there with me. This reading is for those of you who had a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus that cheated on you in the past 6 months to a year. This is kind of the scope of time I'm trying to focus on, but they kind of cheated on you a while ago. It just depends on how the energies are impacting you and how they apply to you, because there's so many people and you can't, it's impossible to pin it down specifically. But you had a Sagittarius that cheated on you, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, who cheated on you. And they left you, probably for someone else. And where they are now, how you can cope with the situation, kind of karmic advice for how you can cope with the situation and start the recovery process, speed up the recovery process, kind of trying to get you information if you've been in an information blackout. So this is for if you had a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising that cheated on you and left you for someone else. What was the dynamic behind the event? Kind of see if we can find out anything that you didn't know. And we're going to take it from there. I have the Thoth deck, which I'm using as well as with the Rider-Waite I will be using for this reading. And we're going to look at your side of the situation, and we're going to look at their side of the situation. So let's go ahead. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of May 2018. Again, don't forget to hit the like button. At the head of the issue, we have the Ace of Cups. There may have been some confusion or some doubt, accusations that were completely ungrounded behind this cheating event. It's almost like the cheating was a mistake because it was made based on an assumption, and the assumption was wrong. The Sagittarius who cheated, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus who cheated, got something wrong. They got something wrong. And it already seems to me like there's a type of regret on their part associated with this, especially if there has been an epiphany or a clarification, like they wouldn't have done it if they knew this. Let's see where this goes. So for your side, for how you feel, we have Major Arcana, the Devil. You may feel like your Sagittarius, former Sagittarius, your ex, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus was tricked. They were duped. Again, because it seems like a mistake. They got it wrong. They got some information wrong. And now you may be feeling like now they messed everything up. They've messed everything up, especially if you're another Sagittarius. The bond has been broken in some way. The Sagittarius can also feel like this. Very guilty, beating themselves up and feeling like they've broke the bond. They've broke the trust because they've made a mistake. So, how they're feeling, we have the three of Wands. So it's like your Sagittarius who cheated may be trying to reach out to you. They may be trying to reach out to you to, yeah, almost admit that they were wrong, or almost try to admit that they made a mistake. It seems to me also that they are concerned about payback in some respect, especially if it's proven that they were wrong. Typically, if you cheat, anyway, you're wrong for cheating. I'm always on the side of the person who was cheated on, because you always have the option to come forward and speak up. And it's like they know they were wrong. The Sagittarius who cheated knows that they were wrong. On your side for the event, we have, wow, another ace. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Feeling like you have information. This ace can also be a type of information. A lot of issues have been clarified for you. You're very solid in how you see the event, especially if you were right about something. You're feeling like this is where your power lies. Like, you know, you were right from the very beginning, and now it's been proven. And you might be lording this over the Sagittarius who cheated. You might be lording this over their head. especially if it's clear that they were wrong, okay? Or even if after they cheated, they did something wrong to you. It's like, and then you didn't react, you didn't respond, you kept, let's say, everything above board, especially from a karmic standpoint, you kept karmic clear, and now it's like they're the only one really at fault, and you're lording this over the Sagittarius' head for how they feel about what happened. We have major arcana death. So here we go again. They feel like they messed everything up. They damaged a lot. This might also be what's keeping them away, a type of guilt associated with this, especially if they didn't really have a reason for this, or if they made a mistake. If they succumb to temptation here with the devil, it was just a short-stayed situation, and they realized that they sacrificed way too much and it just wasn't worth it. What you can do, we have the Knight of Wands, a lot of fire energy here. Whoa, it looks like you want to tell this Sagittarius off. The Sagittarius has an energy around them that someone really wants to read them the riot act. Like, just tell them off. Pretty much say, you can go where the sun don't shine. You can put your apology where the sun don't shine. I don't want to hear from you. The Sagittarius is dealing with a very hard energy where no one wants to hear anything they have to say around this cheating event or betrayal. On their side, that's interesting because we have the Prince of Pentacles for the Sagittarius, how they're feeling, what they can do. We have the Prince of Pentacles, which is very similar to the Knight of Pentacles type of energy. They feel lower than you. They feel less powerful. They feel less influential. They feel like you're in the power position. The Sagittarius is feeling like the other person who they cheated on is in the power position, perhaps because they are seeking a type of communication or even friendship with you, and it's not forthcoming. So they're a bit aggravated by this situation, especially if they were at fault. And again, if they cheated, they are at fault. So kind of where you are now, this is winding up, guys. What's the direction? Where are things going in the final outcome? On your side, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. So the Sagittarius may be in a situation where the person that they cheated on is very quickly, with this Knight and Eight of Wands here, this fire energy, they're very quickly moving on with their life, with their prospects, with their future. They're quickly picking up the pieces and moving on. And the Sagittarius sees this happening or hears about this happening. They're getting messages from other people, information from other people about what you're doing, and they're very much concerned about it, especially if it looks like you're quickly moving on away from them. And we have also the Six of Cups here. So it's like you're not being overcome by any affection you may have had for them. You're not being very forgiving. You're just kind of getting on with your life. And this will be the best advice. This will really affect and impact the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus who cheated, because there may be a lot of regret and they may want to try to reconcile with you, but it doesn't really seem to be an option. And they're frustrated about this. So where they are, we have the very interesting, we have the Two of Cups. They want love. The Sagittarius wants love, while Scorpio had this in the same position right here. They want love. The Sagittarius, they can possibly want to come with an offer of reconciliation, to come back and try to see if they can reconcile the relationship with you, see if they can get back together, especially if children are involved. They want to try to get back together with you. Yeah, they want to try to reconcile. So you might be hearing, if you had a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus who cheated, they might be trying to come back. It looks like they want to try to come back and get back together with you. And finally, for the outcome, we have the High Priestess, and you already know it. You already know that they want you back, and that they're not happy, essentially. They're not pleased with their life right now, where it's going. You also may be in this situation where you're thinking about them and they call you up and they try to talk to you, or you see a text message or email, or they call you even when you're thinking about them. You can feel them thinking about you, honing in on you and wanting to fix things up. But it looks like if you're on the other side of this from a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus who cheated on you, it's almost like you're going to be better off moving on without them. Even if you have the possibility to fix things, it looks like that Sagittarius energy is in a position where they have, with this major arcana death, they have lessons to learn. They're still learning their lesson from this. It's my 2 cents, guys. So we have the 6 of Cups again. Repetition of the energy. 2 6 of Cups at the head of the reading on top of the Ace of Cups. A lot of emotion, a lot of feeling there, especially on the part of the Sagittarius. They're remembering a lot about the relationship, what they enjoyed in the relationship with you. We have the Page of Swords. Again, this feels like hearing from them. On their side, we have the major arcana, the Lovers. They would like to have the choice to get back with you. They want to hear from you. They want to discuss with you. Again, they may be reaching out to you actively in the month of May 2018. We have on top of the Ace of Pentacles, we have the King of Pentacles. This is you being in the power position. Wow. And on the other side of the house, on their side, how they feel about what happened, they have the Queen of Pentacles on top of Death. They feel like they ruined a good thing. The Sagittarius feels like they ruined a good thing. What they value, they didn't realize the value of what they had. Now they see the value of what they had and what they lost. On your side, again, for what you can do, where you're going, we have major arcana, the Star, on top of the Knight of Wands, getting your life back on track. You're better off without them. Really, even if they're trying to come forward with an offer, it looks like, yeah, it can work, but it's about choices and paths, like different directions that you're taking now. You take them back, your life is going to go into a different direction. And perhaps, you never know with these type of things, it looks like you might be better off without them. Let's see, we have the 7 of Wands on their side. Again, they still have a lot of lessons to learn. They still have a lot to learn. Not just learn, know mentally, but do. There's still more for them to do, or their actions have consequences. They still have to learn more about their actions having consequences. On your side, again, if you have that Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus that cheated, look where we're going with this. On your side, next to the Star, major arcana, we have, for what you should do, the direction of your life, we have major arcana, the Sun, on top of the 8 of Wands. The quicker you get away from this, the quicker you're going to recover, and the better for it you're going to be moving on without them. On your side, again, 3 of Cups on top of the 6 of Cups. You're going to meet new people. You're going to have new experiences. Don't be afraid to be alone, guys. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to keep a grudge. You can forgive them. And maybe that's what they're ultimately seeking, is forgiveness with this Joker here. But it doesn't mean you have to reconcile the relationship. On their side, they have the 6 of Pentacles. This is trying to get things right with you, trying to get right with you, trying to pay you back in terms of rectify their mistake. Even if they don't reconcile, it's like they want to be friends. They want to prove that they can be better or treat you better, or they should have treated you better. This feels like regret as well. This is on top of the 2 of Cups. And finally, we have the King of Wands. If you're not accepting that Sagittarius energy back into your life, they're going to feel like, okay, well, I didn't want him anyway. Here we go with lessons to learn. It's like they can't even be true to themselves in some respect and say, yeah, I love that person. I wanted that person. I messed up. It's almost like they're going to brush over it and say, okay, well, I'm okay anyway. I'm okay, you know. So they still have a lot to learn. And finally, at the center of the reading, on top of the High Priestess, for the final outcome, we have the Ace of Swords. What a beautiful reading. So for you, dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus that cheated on you, you're better off right now because of their energy. You're better off without them. That might change after the month of May if you want to reconcile. But just for this period of time, you're probably better off telling them, I'm going to try to go it alone. We can still be friends if you want, if you're inclined for this, or just saying bye. What you did to me wasn't friendly. I'm not looking for a friendship with you, Mr. and Mrs. Sagittarius. So I hope you hit the like button. Thank you for coming to see me, and I will see you back here again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.